Do you want to crush your Week 6 fantasy football league and leave your opponents scrambling? This is the video that will give you the waiver wire picks no one else is thinking about, start-sit advice to dominate your matchups, and the perfect defense streamers to gain that edge. If you're ready to transform your team into a championship contender, stick around. We've got the answers. Welcome back to Stats Pro Fantasy Sports. I'm your host, Scott. And let's not waste any time and jump right into it today, Maverick. The waiver wire is buzzing with names like Tank Bigsby and Jalen Wright. Are these guys must-adds or just temporary fillers?
Scott, Week 6 is absolutely the time to be aggressive on the waiver wire, especially with injuries piling up and bye weeks hitting hard. Tank Bigsby, running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars, is a hot pickup this week. He's rostered in just 22% of Yahoo leagues, but he's been outplaying Travis Etienne in efficiency. Last week, Bigsby had 101 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. He's a must-add, especially if you're dealing with injuries at running back. His volume could push him into RB3 or flex territory. And if Etienne gets hurt, Bigsby would skyrocket to RB1 status.
That's a great point. And with Week 6 being so critical for bye weeks, having a handcuff like Bigsby ready to go could be a game changer. Now, let's talk sleepers. What about Jalen Wright?
Yeah, Jalen Wright is an interesting case, especially for managers looking for a deep sleeper at running back. He's been efficient when given opportunities, and with favorable matchups coming up, he could easily sneak into your flex spot. The key here is that he's low risk but with some decent upside. If you're thin at running back, he's a great stash option.
Solid advice. All right, let's shift gears to start-sit decisions. A lot of owners are panicking about Trevor Lawrence after some underwhelming performances. Should they bench him this week?
Yeah, look, Scott, I get it. Lawrence has been inconsistent, and for Week 6, I'm recommending you sit him. He's going up against a stout Texans defense that's allowed minimal fantasy points to quarterbacks. Unless you're really thin at the position, this is a week to give him a rest. There are better streaming options like Andy Dalton, who's a sneaky pick this week with a favorable matchup against the Atlanta Falcons.
Speaking of streamers, we always need to talk defenses. Which defenses should managers be targeting on the waiver wire for Week 6?
Yeah, defense is crucial in these middle weeks of the season. And for Week 6, there are some standout streaming options. The Philadelphia Eagles are available in 33% of leagues, and with matchups against the spiraling Cleveland Browns and the turnover-prone Giants, they're a solid play. Daniel Jones has been giving up the ball like candy, so grab the Eagles if they're available. Another defense I like is the Houston Texans. They're coming off a strong performance and face the New England Patriots, who have been terrible offensively, allowing tons of points to opposing defenses.
That's great stuff, Maverick. Now let's talk about tight ends. It's been a brutal position this season with so few consistent performers. What's the strategy moving forward for managers?
Yeah, the tight end position has been a nightmare this year. Just last week, only 5 tight ends scored double digits in fantasy points. If you don't have one of the top guys like Travis Kelce or Mark Andrews, I'd actually recommend rostering 2 and playing the matchups. Guys like Colby Parkinson are great plug-and-play options when your main tight end is struggling or on a bye. And if you're lucky enough to have a solid tight end, hold on to them for dear life.
Absolutely, and with so few top-performing tight ends, that strategy could really make a difference down the stretch. Before we wrap up, what's your one bold prediction for Week 6?
My bold prediction for Week 6 is that Tank Bigsby goes off again, this time for over 100 rushing and receiving yards combined. I see him becoming a critical piece in that Jaguars offense, especially if they continue to rely on him for explosive plays.
Love it! All right, fantasy managers, you've got the inside scoop from the man himself. Waiver wire pickups like Bigsby, smart start-sit decisions with Trevor Lawrence, and don't forget to stream those defenses. Make sure to subscribe to Stats Pro Fantasy Sports for more content like this, and drop any fantasy questions you have in the comments. We'll see you next time.